Hello beautiful people, and welcome to your weekly angelic guidance, and this is for the week of the 20th of April. So it's an easier week, it's a lighter week. Let's see what we've got going on. Get yourself a tea, get yourself a coffee. Join me, Julie Poole and Oscar on the sofa. Let's see what's going on for this week. You can sit there or you can go down. I don't really mind. All right, my lovely people, before we start the reading, I want to say an enormous thank you for all of your loving, wonderful comments for me when my son was very poorly last week. He is recovering very nicely. Thank you so much for your support. All right, so no, you're not doing that. Oi, no, not when you're on telly. That's not okay. You have to sit nicely or you have to go away, okay? It's not appropriate. All right. So where are we? This is for the week of the 20th. Now, that first 2 weeks was quite intense, wasn't it? But can you feel that it's already lighter? It's so much better. I'm recording this on the 16th. I could feel the shift yesterday and I feel it even more today. It's feeling lighter. It's feeling brighter. It's feeling easier. All right, now pat yourself on the back, congratulate yourself, because no, sorry about him, quite rude, because we're coming in this week now to a new moon. It's new energy, it feels lighter, it feels brighter, it feels more vibrant. Now, we've got the Faith card, which is a little bit like the Hierophant, okay? Tell me more about this week of the 20th, please. Oh, Eight of Wands. This is what I'm saying. We're starting to feel this momentum coming forward now, where we felt very stagnant, haven't we? Very stagnant, very stuck for a little while, and it's feeling lighter and brighter now. Sorry about that, just had to adjust the camera. You were getting the top of my head. That's no good, is it? All right, let's see what else we've got then, guys. We've got the Six of Cups. I want one more. And the Magician. Oh, see, look, these cards are so much more, the energy that's coming through the cards, so much lighter, so much better for this week. Right, now, we're starting off with this Faith card. So as we can start to feel the energy is a little bit lighter, we're moving forward now. We've been through the worst of it, all right? That sort of, I would say probably first, 2nd of April through to the 15th, quite intense 2 weeks, but it's done now, all right? Put it behind you, look at it in the rear view mirror, and then focus on the road ahead, because we're moving forward now through the worst of it. And we're going to start to feel this increase in momentum over the next 2 weeks. Now, I know that most of us across the globe are still in lockdown, and that's probably going to continue, I feel, until the middle of May for most of us, and then a gradual tailing off. All right, the dates they gave me, it's always difficult with dates because we're shifting timelines, it's all over the place, but yeah, I always felt 7th to 10th of May that most of us would start to come out of lockdown, but it's not going to be okay, back to normal. It's going to be a gradual open this, open that, you can go back to work, you can't. It's going to be a little bit of that, but we're going to start to feel it lifting as we come into May. So as we're here now, coming into this week of the 20th with the new moon, it's this faith, because I know so many of you are really struggling with weeks and weeks and weeks in lockdown, really feeling stir crazy now. Okay, so this is why, excuse me, this is why this week is so important, to hold the faith, because it is lighter. If you just feel that energy, it does feel lighter. Okay, so hold the faith that we are moving into better times and that it will end. This too shall pass. Okay, it's when we go into this it's never ending, I can't cope, that's when we start to lose the plot. All right, so hold the faith. Now the card that came out next was the Eight of Wands, which is about moving forward, things now being able to start to lift, to take off. The Eight of Wands is the minor arcana equivalent of the Chariot, so it's not as fast movement and as powerful movement as the Chariot, but it's the beginnings of shifting forward. Now, for many of you, this is about work, starting to feel now, yeah, I think we can start thinking, some of us, about going back to work or doing some work at home, things taking off. It's starting to lift, okay? And the Six of Cups. All right, this is a card about the past, about children, about, okay, she's telling me this is about past lives predominantly. Go back in this lifetime, always start with this lifetime. Go back and I want you to tap into your inner child here, all right? Your inner child, playful, creative, loving, trusting, innocent, beautiful energy. As we step into that child energy, you know, the world seems just a brighter, lighter place, doesn't it? So get into your child energy. Now, with the past life stuff, what they're saying is, understand that, how do I explain this? Okay. When we go through various experiences in this lifetime, it's certain things, challenges, triggers that will bring stuff up and we work through it and clear it. Right now, this situation that we've been under has brought up a lot of insecurities for people and a lot of very sort of unsettled energy within about feeling disempowered, controlled, trapped. All right, now it's completely understandable. What it's been doing for a lot of us is tapping into, triggering something that normally for us in the Western world, the developed world, because I know we're not all in the West. I know I've got a huge amount of followers down in Australia, New Zealand and India and all over the place. But basically those in democracies, we don't know the meaning of true control and loss of freedom. And we've experienced that. Now, we're going to come out of that, but what it's doing is helping us to tap into leftover energies from past lives where we have been imprisoned or we have been controlled or we have been in slavery. And it's brought that up in order for it to be cleared. All right, this has been a huge purging, uncomfortable, I know, but I really do feel we're out of the worst of it now. I can feel a little bit of a tail back, but it definitely feels lighter now, all right? So hold that faith, my darlings. Tap into this and know that we've done a lot of clearing for a lot of past lives here, which is going to serve you going forward. You're going to feel much more secure through that insecurity than you've ever felt before. So this is a good thing, all right? Now, the Magician. As many of you know that have been following me a while, the Magician is my favourite card in the deck, all right? Beautiful, beautiful energy of creating, manifesting, empowerment, knowing who we are, stepping into your God self, your magical power to create. You've had some time, many of you, not all, you know, some of you are working 10 times harder and then others of you are bored out of your brains and then there's some in the middle, all right? This is a time, that time you've had to really manifest what you want for the future for you. Do you want to go back to that job that you used to have if you have the opportunity? Or do you want to use this opportunity to find something new, to tap into something you truly want to do? And especially with it being with that Six of Cups there, which is the card about childhood and the past. Did you have a childhood dream that never ever got looked at? And I don't mean things like I want to be an astronaut, you know, but things like I want to write a book, or I want to be a teacher, or I want to be a baker, I want to be, right? Those dreams that we had in childhood, some of you are starting to revisit them. Why can't I write that book? Why can't I open a bakery when this is all over? Why can't I? And you're starting to step into that manifesting magic, right? To start looking at how you want to move forward when we're out of this. Yay! Okay. Now, anything else you want me to say on these? No? Where do you want me to go now? All right, we're having a Wisdom of the Oracle card. What else guidance have you got for my beautiful followers for this week, please? Everybody who's watching this. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Click that little bell so you don't miss a thing. All right. Chaos and conflict. We know that one. We've been in it a while. Okay. And time to go. Oh, yay. All right. This is confirming what I can... See, I get information from my angels and my higher self, but I also feel and sense the energy around, and I really do feel that we're through the worst of it. And these two cards are confirming that, all right? Time to go from the chaos and conflict, all right? So we know that chaos and conflict we've been, some of you since before Christmas, most of us from February, March. It's moving. We're moving away from it, all right? Look at her walking away, walking away from that chaos and conflict. We're starting to move into a calmer time. Tell me the outcome, please. So where are we moving into? We're coming out of that chaos and conflict after me. Yay! Okay, we're moving into a better time. So what are we moving into? Show me, show me. Show me clearly, all right? By the book and round. I want one more, and a change in the wind. All right, let's talk about these three. And my weekly readings have been a bit longer at the moment because there's more information coming through. All right, so the first card out, by the book, this is about integrity, legitimacy, honesty, doing it right, doing it properly. With the elephants there as well, this is also about the collective tribe, all right? Because elephants are always in a herd, they all look after each other. There is a sense of what happens to one happens to another. There is that communion, union and communion, but it's all about integrity and doing it right. And that is what we're moving into when we kind of come out of this chaos and conflict, because it's with the change in the wind, and that central card is round and round. So many organizations, people, politics, all of that stuff that we don't want to get into has been stuck in a loop of less than a lack of integrity. We're coming out with a change in the wind. Those organisations that have not been that great, they are changing. They're not going to be able to keep getting away with what they've got away with, all right? We're coming into a better time. So how does this impact on you individually? Tell me about that, please. How is it impacting on people individually? There is an increase in awareness, in knowledge, in people researching, people understanding, and just a sense of, I can feel it shifting and changing, and I'm going to hold faith that we are moving into better times, and that it's going to have a knock-on effect onto each and every one of us. Can you tell me something? I'm going to go to the answer as simple cards. Tell me something more specific for the individual, please, rather than the global. Tell me about the individuals. And this is a general read, as you know. Okay, spread the light. Seek an expert. And turn back. All right, let's have a look at those for a moment. All right, so staying positive in the faith, in your magician energy, in your magician power, manifesting what feels right for you, and spreading that light, that positivity, staying strong and staying positive. As just said that, I know, staying focused and positive towards the light and allowing other people to see the light, being positive. All right, a lot of people around you may be struggling and feeling quite dark, so you just stay in your light, shine the light, spread the light, share the light. Okay, now they're giving you seek an expert and turn back. Tell me more about these two, please. Okay, so I'm just asking about the turning back. All right, so what they're saying there is, do you see in the card, she's in a maze and she's scratching her head, right? What am I doing here? How do I get in here? How do I get out? Okay, this is basically saying to you, each of us, have a look at your life, what works and what doesn't. Not just at the moment, obviously, because these are unprecedented times, but in the, you know, looking at the last year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, looking at it and saying, if I got stuck on the hamster wheel and I don't know how to get off, is this my opportunity to make significant changes to my life? How do I do that? I don't know. So maybe I do need to turn back. Maybe I've got a little bit lost. Maybe I've got so caught up in paying the bills and paying the mortgage and doing a job, I haven't even questioned whether I like the job. Maybe for many of you that this is an opportunity to turn back and not so much start again. We never start again because we always are bringing forward the learning, the knowledge, the development, the strength, the resilience, everything else that we've learned on that bit of the path. So we never start again, but we can turn back, taking with us everything that we've learned and grown, and then choose a different path. So many of you are starting to consider that or have already considered it. And what they suggest is seek an expert, all right? So if you're considering, I used the example earlier, I want to be a baker and open a cake shop, all right? Seek an expert, talk to somebody who's got a cake shop, see what it's actually like. Talk to, go online, do some research about what it's like to be or do that thing that you're considering. For those of you who, yeah, she's just saying, I've said what I needed to say. Okay, all right. So seek an expert. All right. Anything else? Okay, we're going to go to the angel cards to finish off. And these are the sigil angel cards. Beautiful. I want that one sticking out. Okay. Archangel Michael, boldness. Be bold. Be courageous. This card's been coming up a lot for May, June, okay, so we're starting to move towards that energy with this new moon of coming into the next 4 weeks as we come into May. The energy is very much about boldness and courage, and you've got Archangel Michael here with you, protecting you, supporting you, helping you, strengthening you. So we all have that energy within us of being bold, and our fear holds us back very often, and it's overcoming the fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway, as the book says, okay? And be bold in your thinking, be bold in your dreams, be bold in what you want for yourself. Be bold, all right? So that's the title for this week's reading, is Be Bold. All right, my darling, so I hope that helps. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you again for all your love and support last week, which was a challenging week, not just for the collective, for me too. I'm human, I'm part of it, but we're out of that now. We're in a much lighter and brighter energy, so let's take it forward with the light, going forward now, and yeah, my heart to yours. Take care, lots of love, bye-bye.